The Neurological Sledgehammer on Family Rescue Mission for Addictions, period. The Neurological Sledgehammer. The primary lie that we are exposing here is it is just a habit. The true core the truth that we are restoring is repeated stimulation rewires the brain whether we admit it or not. We can deny it all we want to. It is the truth. We are rewiring our brain. We are not dealing with preferences, coping tools. We are swinging a neurological sledgehammer at our own brain. And calling it normal. Alcohol, drugs, food, porn, sugar, sodium, caffeine, drinks, monster drinks, all of that kind of stuff, the energy drinks, protein supplements, social media, control, gambling, work, shopping, validation, gossiping, drama. The list goes on. If it repeatedly floods the brain with artificial relief, it is not neutral. It is rewiring the brain. And then it rewires our body. And then it rewires our life. So the line in the sand is we refuse to soften the truth about addictions because lives and generations are at stake. Comforting language keeps people trapped. Truth unlocks the door. So by defining the problem, it's a sledgehammer is not subtle. Picture it. It does not tap. It does not whisper. It strikes with force. Addictive stimulation works the same way as a sledgehammer. Every time we binge, every time we escape, every time we numb, every time we hit, dopamine hit. Every time we spike dopamine unnaturally. We are not relaxing. We are striking the reward system with force, and the brain adapts every single hit. So the mechanism behind this is the brain is designed for survival. Bonding, purpose, steady rhythms. But when we introduce repeated, high-intensity, continuous stimulation, dopamine spikes, the nervous system shifts, tolerance builds, baseline drops, and cravings increase. And all the brain knows is, when's the next hit? When is the next release? I want relief, reward, repetition. The brain does not, it cannot decide anything on its own. The brain says, if this equals relief, repeat it. The problem with this, the brain does not measure morality. It measures relief. We've got morality and truth and wisdom, and we've got relief and rewards and repetition. It doesn't ask, is this wise? It asks, did this reduce discomfort, inconvenience? When the brain is hit again and again with intense artificial rewards, dopamine hits, it compensates. Receptors downregulate. Natural joy feels dull, is boring. Silence is threatening. Stillness is unbearable. Quietness is not possible. This is not weakness. This is neuroadaptation. And we caused it, us humans. This applies to both doors, two core types of addiction, which are actually interrelated the majority of the time through the addictions The two core types are door number 1, we ingest it. Door number 2, we engage in it. Alcohol, drugs, nicotine, food, sodium, sugar, caffeine, pills, supplementation, gambling, porn, sexual activity, hypersexuality, messaging, scrolling. The list just goes on. It can even be with exercise, healthy activities. Or, okay, now both of these, we also include gaming, work, shopping. So some of these you ingest, some you engage in, and some you do both. Different objects, but it creates the same neural pathway loop. Repeated stimulation, dopamine spikes, dopamine hits, nervous system, our brain, spinal cord, neural pathways shift, adaptation, then we get our cravings, and it escalates, and tolerance goes up. The sledgehammer does not care about what is attached to it. It's just going to keep hitting. The cost, this produces fruit, always. So below the ground, we have the truth, the wisdom, and we have the lies. And whatever we plant in our beliefs at the core is going to grow up through this and go to our behaviors, our life, our body and our life, and everything in it. And either we get rewards and rest and calm and peace from the truth, or we get the lies, the weeds, the consequences. The mind, we get brain fog, anxiety loops, depression loops, irritability, obsessive patterns. The body, sleep disruption, hormonal imbalance, chemical imbalances, adrenal strain, chronic fatigue. Family, we get absence, or if you're present, you're mentally absent. Secrecy, deceit, manipulation, gaslighting, short tempers, no questioning, not supposed to be questioning, reduced empathy, because when a person is addicted, they cannot empathize in a truly, sincerely way because they're caught up in their own what's going on inside of them, the pain that they are working on continuously of numbing and escaping. The truth. The brain was not designed for constant stimulation or constant artificial spikes and hits. It was designed for rhythm, repetition, for earned rewards, for true connections, for principles, for truth, for alignment with truth. We do not need more stimulation. We need restoration. We do not need more chaos, conflict, and confusion. We need peace, calm, harmony. We don't need more separation and division. We need more uniting and togetherness. Truth does not condemn us. Truth corrects us. So with our reset for the restore, how to work on resting and restoring, we cannot fix behaviors while the nervous system is inflamed and infected and rewiring the wrong for our brain and our body, the wrong behaviors, where it's wiring the lies in our neural pathways. First, we're going to restore, regulate our nervous system, and then, breathing techniques. The list will go on. We do this in our reset. And then we also are going to reconnect with the truth. Today we do one thing. We regulate before we reach for whatever that next dopamine hit is. Whatever you are addicted to, before you go to it, you regulate your nervous system, which we do in our reset. When we feel the urge, do breathing, nasal breathing, cold water on the face, stand up and move. We do not win spiritual wars with a dysregulated nervous system. We do not with addictions. We've got to regulate our nervous system first. Regulation first. Reach out for help. Connect with us. Decisions second. So the direct challenge we have, if silence feels unbearable, we have trained our brain to fear stillness, quietness, calm. Check out our quiet time video. It helps you understand how you can connect with your own spirit, the truth, the wisdom that is in every cell of our body. It is the same for every single one of us. This is the diagnostic. This lets us know how addicted and where we're addicted. The lies will be exposed. Whether you want to face them or not, that's going to be up to you. Today, remove one artificial spike for 24 hours. Figure out what that dopamine hit is, what that addiction is, and remove it. And if you cannot, that lets you know you do need to reach out for help. Not forever, but for 24 hours. Clarity will come, truth will come, the lies will be exposed, and yes, you may be bombarded. There may be withdrawals, detox. This is where you need to make sure you're safe and secure and get the help you need. We allow the nervous system to reset. Freedom is built with decisions, not intentions, with our choices. So closing here, we are not weak. You are not weak. We are adapted. We have adapted our brains, our nervous systems. And what the brain adapts to, it can adapt away from. Name it, expose it, restore the system. Train freedom. This is true freedom. We will also be going over the brain does not rank addictions next. Your brain is under attack 24/7 with addictions. Stop hitting your brain with a neurological sledgehammer. This is brain damage for any of us humans. Addiction remodels us. It is not just a habit. That is a lie. Addiction is not just a bad habit. It is repeated neurological impact. In this episode, we expose what we call the neurological sledgehammer, the repeated dopamine spikes that rewire the brain whether we admit it or not, whether we ingest something, engage in it, or both. How dopamine spikes after a baseline brain chemistry, why silence feels uncomfortable, why tolerance builds, why escalation is predictable. The patterns are predictable with addictions, why this affects both substances and behaviors, what we ingest and what we engage in. Addiction is outsourced regulation. It is the only prison that the locks are on the inside. Addiction invoices the future, but restoration is possible. Regulate the nervous system before reaching for that relief. We do not shame, we align. We do course correction, bold reproof. We do not soften the truth. Lives and families are at stake. Share this with someone you love enough to tell the truth to.